Me, 18F, with my boyfriend, 18M, 2 years. I think my mom, 40F, and my boyfriend are sneaking around. I'm not really sure how to handle this, but please tell me I'm not crazy or overthinking things. I've been with my boyfriend, Tom, for 2 years now. He is very sweet and caring. I really think that me and him will be together for a long time and possibly get married. My mom doesn't look her age, she works out and is slim, doesn't have wrinkles or anything. She could seriously pass for a 20-year-old on a good day and a 30-year-old on a bad one. My dad was peacefully deleted when I was 11 from a seizure. After he was peacefully deleted, she never went on any dates or anything. My mom and my boyfriend have a close relationship. My mom always needs him to fix stuff around the house when it was broken. One incident really stuck out to me. Our sink was clogged and she didn't know what to do. She called Tom when he got here. She answered the door wearing a nightgown with a lot of cleavage exposed. She walked up to him and hugged him for a little bit longer than usual, but my BF is friendly, so he didn't have a problem with it. She hasn't done anything else like that since. She texts him and he responds. They text sometimes as well. I've talked to her and she doesn't think it's wrong. She always touches him and hugs him whenever she sees him. But I'm really starting to wonder because of yesterday. I heard my mom leave at around 4 a.m. in the morning but didn't think anything of it. She came back at around 11 p.m. I asked where she went, but she said she went to do something really quick. I went to my boyfriend's apartment and we talked and hung out and he got in the shower. While I was looking around, I found a wrapper. It was used and the outside smelled. When he got out, his eyes were wide and he said he used it to masturbate and that he left it there. But if he just masturbate, then why would the outside stink? My mind is going through crazy scenarios and I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Too long, didn't read. I think my mom and my boyfriend are sneaking around.
Hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out, thanks.
Frankly, regardless of what you do or don't find out, it was insanely inappropriate of your mom to answer the door that way. Your boyfriend could be cheating on you with her or somebody else, or not at all. It's hard to tell, though I can assure you, given the circumstances, you're not crazy for entertaining the possibility. But seriously, even if it turns out your mom had nothing to do with whatever your boyfriend is or isn't doing, you need to talk to her about greeting your boyfriends in lingerie. 'Cause that's stuck up. Don't let her get away with the whole "I just didn't want to leave him waiting when I hadn't thought to change." 'Cause it's BS. Bet she wouldn't answer the door for the goddamn mailman that way unless he hot as the frickin' fried egg I had this morning. Just want to say, even if he isn't cheating on you with your mom, he could still be cheating on you. I, 25F, found panties that aren't mine, again. Is he, 25M, definitely cheating? My fiancé, Mark, and I have been together for nearly 4 years now and have lived together for 3.5 years. Our wedding is planned for early October. I need an outside perspective here, BC. I just don't know what to think. About a year ago, I had found a pair of panties that were not mine in the dryer. I'm positive they weren't mine, as they would have been way too small. I was skeptical, but my fiancé said it was probably a pair that one of my friends had left behind. This made sense, as our friends will often come stay for the weekend, but when I asked my friends about it, all of them said they weren't missing any of their underwear, so it probably wasn't theirs. I was concerned for a bit, but ultimately I trust my so I dropped it, assuming that one of my friends had left them and just not realized they were missing, or maybe it was one of Mark's friend's girlfriends who had left them when they stayed over. I didn't think much more about it, until this morning. As I was getting dressed this morning, I once again found a pair of panties in the dryer that aren't mine. These were a bigger size that could have fit me, but I definitely didn't recognize them as mine, and they were from a store I don't often shop at. I texted my fiancé right away, and once again he denies knowing where they came from. We did have friends over this weekend but had done the laundry before they came over, and it had been quite a while since we had had company before this weekend. I told him if he was being unfaithful to just let me know and I would be more willing to forgive him, but he continues to deny having any idea where they could be from. I want to trust him, and a good part of me is sure that they must have come from a friend, or maybe they are mine and I'm just forgetting I had bought them. Mark has never given me a reason to not trust him, besides a few harmless fibs here and there. I also don't know when he would have time to have a woman over. BC we spend almost all of our time together, and if anything he is the one who is out of the house more often on business trips, etc., while I stay at home, so would be hard for him to have someone over. It's just the fact that this has happened twice now that's making me uneasy. There is also the wedding to think about. We are sending invites out this week. What do you think, /r/relationships? Am I being paranoid? Is there a reasonable explanation for how this has happened twice now? Or is he definitely cheating? TL, didn't read. I have lived with my fiancé for 3.5 years, and have found panties that weren't mine in the house twice now. Is my fiancé definitely cheating, or is there a reasonable explanation? Does he maybe just like women's underwear? Like, in a romantic obsession kind of way? Edit, this is my top comment. My top comment is about an underwear romantic obsession. Sounds about right. Hey, did you guys buy a used dryer, or maybe it was already at the house? I had a dryer in college that legitimately ate socks and small pieces of clothing. Clothes would get stuck behind the big rubber separator and then it would randomly spit out a sock every few months. Wiggle your fingers around in the crevices and see if there's any spot where clothes can get stuck. Me, 24F, with my BF, 27M, of 1 meter, apparently I'm the other woman and am now ostracized at work. I started working at a new company a few months ago. The guy in the cubicle next to mine was super cute and really took me under his wing until I got on my feet at work. We started eating lunch together every day and emailing each other funny things we found online. Flirting started and we've gone out on a few dates. He suggested we keep it on the down low since work relationships are a big no-no, which I thought was true because we started getting nasty looks at lunchtime when we were hanging out so much. Looking back, it's obviously not the reason. Well, the biggest gossip from our department saw us together early one morning last week, obviously having been together the night before, and the following day at work everyone was cold towards us, and I'm having a hard time getting work done when people are obviously avoiding me / having as little to do with me as possible. I asked my BF about it and he said not to worry about it and that sometimes the women at work can be a little bitchy about stupid things. I finally confronted the gossip about it on Friday and it turns out, that picture on his desk of him and his sister is actually a picture of him and his fiancée. She used to work at the company but got a job somewhere else. Apparently she was / is super nice and amazing. Everyone assumed I knew that he was taken but started dating him anyway. I had no idea. I don't know what to do. Obviously I'm never seeing him again romantically. But how am I supposed to sit beside him every day? Everyone at work thinks I'm some big homewrecker and barely acknowledge my existence. How am I supposed to set the record straight without looking like I'm just backpedaling? Too long, didn't read, started seeing a guy at work. Everyone knew he was engaged but me. Now I'm wearing a scarlet letter. Everyone is saying, never date anyone at work. I just wanted to be the voice of reason here. You could do far worse than dating someone from your office. It does invite drama at times, but I know just as many people that are still together after having an office romance. I do wish you luck in salvaging your reputation, but I don't think you'll have a problem. People are pretty sympathetic when you turn around and condemn his actions. Keep looking, you'll find someone. To be honest, if you don't want anyone at your job involved in your personal life, don't bring your personal life to your job. This is just one thing on the infinite long list of things that could screw up your reputation at work. Even if you manage to convince a wide variety of people, all of which knew this guy was married, that you had no knowledge of his marriage, you were still involved in an office scandal, and that's what's going to come up when the office is up for review, and they're looking for people to promote. Your office relationship was unprofessional. My advice to you? Find a new job. Life lesson, don't dip your ink in the company well. It's not professional and now you have a solid reputation at your new job. He is a scumbag, don't get me wrong, But you were both wrong. Now, mention to the work gossip how you had no idea he was engaged so she can spread that around. Hopefully it'll help your work situation.